In this video, we'll create our first simple website using HTML. There are three things that we will be going over in this video. First, I'll introduce you to what HTML is, its basic syntax, and how to make a local website that will be loaded in your browser. This video is a real-time walkthrough, so I suggest you to follow along with me. Before we start, you need a computer with Wi-Fi, Chrome downloaded on your computer, and you don't need any prior coding knowledge. So, what is HTML? It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This language is used to structure all the content in a web page. It is the foundation of web development. One of HTML's main features is tags. Tags are used to denote and distinguish the different contents displayed on a web page. Different tags tell the browser to display different things. The organization of these tags define how the website is structured. Now we'll look at the syntax. A tag starts off with an angle bracket, followed by the tag name, and then a closing angle bracket. Tags are mostly used in pairs, the first one being the opening tag and the second one being the closing tag. The closing tag is different from the opening tag in that it has a slash before the tag name. In between these tags, we have our content, and this content is displayed differently on the web page depending on the type of tag we use. For example, the first one is a P tag, which creates paragraphs. The second one is a H1 tag, which displays heading titles, and the third one makes a link. Now that we've gone over what HTML is and its basic syntax, let's start coding. Before we start coding, we need to complete our setup. First, we need to download a code editor. This is where we are going to type all of our code. A very popular code editor is Visual Studio Code, or VS Code. This is the one I'll be using. To download VS Code, you want to go to Chrome and type code.visualstudio.com. Next, you want to click Download on the left side of your screen, and after it has finished downloading, you want to open it and make sure it ends up in your application folder so that you can use it again. Once you have opened VS Code, your screen should look something like this. Now you want to create a folder. To do that, you want to go to your desktop and right-click and select New Folder. You can name it anything. I'll just name it HTML. Now let's go back to VS Code. You want to click on the Explorer icon over here and click Open Folder. Then you want to click on Desktop and then HTML and then click Open. Since nothing is in this folder, let's create a new file. Click on this icon over here and let's name it index.html. Next, you want to click on the extensions icon in the bottom and search up Live Server. Click and install. What this will do is create an automatic local host in your browser. Don't worry too much because it'll make much more sense later. Okay, so now that we're back to our HTML document, we want to first create a doc type tag. So we want to open our tag, exclamation mark, doc type, space HTML, and then close it off. So one thing to note here is that this tag is different from other usual HTML tags in that it does not have a closing tag. Tags usually are used in pairs, like the opening tag and a closing tag, but this is just one tag itself. So for the HTML document structure, I like to think of it as like a burger. A burger contains two buns that hold the burger together, and in this case, the buns are the HTML tags. So let's do the same thing and create our HTML tags and see this code editor automatically creates our closing tag, so we only need to type our opening tag. So inside this HTML tag, we have everything inside the burger, the head tags and the body tags. So let's create that, the head tags and the body tags. So the head tag is like the dressing on the burger. It contains like all the extra information that is not displayed on the web page itself. For example, there is the title, and the title is the text that's on the tab of the web page. So for example, on this Chrome, it's the new tab. That's the title. So let's make a title inside the head tag. So let's create a title tag, and then we can name it my website. And then to see this in action, we want to right click, open with live server, and this will happen. So as we can see, the title is my website. Okay, now we want to go back and let's go to our body tag. So the body tag is the meat of the burger, which contains like all the content that will actually be displayed on the web browser. And inside the body tags is where most of our code typically is. So let's start by creating headings. So in order to do that, we want to create a h1 tag. So actually there are 6 different heading tags, and I can so if you want to see this in action, we can just save. Instead of right-clicking and opening with live server every time, we can just do Command S to save. And as you can see, nothing has changed because in between the heading tags we have nothing. So let's put something here. Let's do hello. Okay, now we want to Command S and see this is what happens. So we can see that our H1 tag is the biggest and the H6 tag is the smallest. So, and also notice that all of these hellos are in bold. So you don't need to know all these heading tags, but the most common use of the heading tags is the H1 tag. But a more common tag used for text is the P tag or the paragraph tag. So let's create a P tag and let's do hello. My name is blah blah blah. So let's Command S. So this is not bolded, so it's different from the heading tags. So now let's create a heading that says my first website, and let's have a description saying hi, my name is. So I want you to do that and then come back to this video. Okay, so the solution is to use any heading tag, H1 through 6, but I'll go for H1. So that creates a heading. So we want to do my first website. Oops. And then we want to create a description. So we can do that by doing a P tag and saying, hi, my name is. So if we save that, this is what it looks like. So there we go. We have our first very basic website. I know it doesn't look too fancy, but as we keep on learning more, it'll look better. Okay, that is all it for today, and see you in the next video.